Welcome back inside the Eagles' nest. And for game number 2 of our triple header on the ISC Sports Network, it is the Eagles that are playing. It is our second pool championship. This time it is the Patriots of Heritage against the home squad, the Eagles of Frankton. Tonight's game on the ISC Sports Network presented by Coca-Cola Bottling of Kokomo, your Coca-Cola bottler for North Central Indiana since 1907. Alongside Jan Bozier, my name is Greg Rakestraw. Thank you so much for joining us. And Jan, we have two teams that are off to very impressive starts this season.
I'm really looking forward to this game. I think both these ball clubs, for the most part, are evenly matched. Got some serious size. They're on a roll. Both teams have won 7 and 8 games respectively. I think it's a really good matchup for both these ball clubs.
Frankton's 2 losses both have come in Central Indiana Conference play against Eastbrook and Oak Hill. They frankly won their 2 pool games very easily yesterday over Churubusco and North Judson St. Pierre. Again, Frankton, a school at this point that you simply expect boys basketball success. Brett Robston is the head coach. He is the AD. 4 sectional titles under his belt, 3 in terms of regional. Twice has made the state finals and won it in 2017. Heritage is a bit of a different story. They have struggled to have consistent success in boys basketball. In fact, their only sectional title in school history was in the first year of class basketball in 1998. Yet this year, Heritage is 8-1 and won a couple of close games yesterday to get to this championship game.
Yeah, you know, out of the 9 games they've played, Grave, they've only given up over 50 points one time. They are really, really good on the defensive side.
I know you've got some keys for us, Jan. What are you focused on tonight?
Well, let's start off with the 2 top players, Galentine and Bennett. Both of them are 16, 17 points respectively, and I think this is going to come down to the next 2 inside. Points in the paint. Frankton loves inside. They average 52 points, I should say 52% in the paint, as well as on the other side, Heritage gives up they average 43%. Win the boards. This may all come down who can control the boards.
You know, these 2 teams are only separated from about 80 or 90 students, but they're on kind of opposite sides of the 2A, 3A divide. Frankton, one of the larger 2A schools, Heritage, one of the smaller 3A schools. Yet even as we have larger classifications in this game, Frankton's size for this level is
huge,
eye-catching.
Yeah.
6'5", 6'7", and 6'8". Blake Nickham, Trey Bennett, the player you touched on. Not to mention the coach's son in Ashton Robson, who is a 6'8" freshman.
Yeah, and they're going to pound it inside. Now, both teams average about 5 or 6 3-pointers a game. It's not that they can't shoot it, and if one happens to get 3 or 4 more, that's going to be a difference maker. But their bread and butter is points in the paint.
With that, we'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, starting lineups and opening tip-off of our second of 3 championship games from the Central Indiana Classic here on ISC.
Brewer jams it home. That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Oh, my goodness. 122-6-0 for Penn.
Oh, what a swim. 6 of them.
The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here. Starters about to be introduced for Heritage. Jackson Feesby, Nick Severe. Some of the reserves that are being introduced first. Heritage comes in at 8-1. Their lone loss going to a fellow 3A school from their area. That means Blackhawk Christian. Good news for Heritage is not in their sectional, so they've got a little time to try to remedy that. Torian Brown, Lucas Taylor, Kingston Galentine, Nolan Bowers. Round out the starting five for head coach Kyle Sovine in his third year at Heritage. Last year, 12 wins for the Patriots. They're already approaching that total now at 8-1. Heritage turns around and plays quickly after this game. They will take on Belmont on Tuesday night before they get back into conference play on Saturday against Southern Wells. Heritage, members of the Allen County Athletic Conference. Bluffton, Adams Central, Heritage, Jay County, Woodland, South Adams, and Southern Wells members of that 7-team league. Frankton Eagles being introduced as we speak. Again, home game for them. If you have not been following this tournament, 18 teams took part in this tournament. Basically, it turns into 3 16 tournaments. You are put into one of 6 3-team pools. Everybody got to play today one time. You're second place in your pool, play another second place team. Third place in your pool, play another third place team. The games we are showing you are the games involving first place teams in their pool. These are the champions of pools C and D respectively. If you're just joining us, DeMont Christian won the earlier game beating Elwood. And our finale tonight will have Blackford taking on Randolph Southern. Jan, final thoughts before this one goes live?
Well, I'm looking forward to this. I think really the key on so many different levels is the bigs. We've highlighted that, staying out of foul trouble, getting off to a good start. This has all the ingredients of all those little basic things that you really need in a basketball game, is keep your starters on the floor, but you know with all the height and the way these guys like to go inside, how will the officials let them play inside? We'll wait and see.
Ethan Stansberry, Blake Nickham, Noah Melvin, Trey Bennett, and Ashton Brobston round up the starting five for head coach Brent Brobston. Heritage racing out, and we saw this in the previous game where there was a bucket scored 3 seconds into the game off the tip-off, and Heritage really pulled off something similar there. Full court pickup by Heritage.
Heritage is going to waste no time putting pressure on Frankton.
Brobston, 278 wins now in 18 years as the head coach at Frankton. Do that math for you. That's 15 wins a year. That's a pretty good clip. They have become one of the powers of 2A on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah, you're right. It's like an expectation now.
Well, they were briefly in 3A, and the sectional that they are in 2A is pretty rugged. And some really good teams kind of in their path these last few years.
Frankton really being patient, trying to move and cut and get some of the bigs posted up down on the block.
Frankton averaging 53 points a game. We saw kind of a difference in styles in terms of pace in our previous game. DeMont Christian did not have a problem kind of playing more of a slow-down game with Elwood, leading that game by really kind of 10 to 15 points most of the way and winning it by 17.
I love the patience, especially early. Wear the defense out. Nobody likes to play defense forever.
Brobston's three does not go, and rebound corralled by Galentine. Kingston Galentine, 16 points, 5 rebounds a game on the drive. Too strong, but easy money for Nolan Bowers. Bowers 4 points and 4 rebounds a game. Most of the scoring comes from 3 players.
In trouble.
5-second violation. Didn't get it in time.
Well, that's what you hope to do, Greg, is when you put pressure on real early in the game, is to get yourself a turnover or two and disrupt the opponent.
It's Heritage inbound to basketball. Good turn. Strong in the finish, but 2 buckets and both of the second chance variety.
Well, Heritage is hitting the boards, and we knew that was going to be a highlighted thing today, but so far Heritage really hitting them really well offensively.
Well, Frankton's got the size advantage. Heritage, frankly, has the physicality advantage in this game.
Too much dribbling.
Take away. Brown just kind of threw that at the rim and hoped for the best. 2 Frankton turnovers. No points off of that yet. Deep 3, no. And Taylor snares the rebound for Heritage. And Brobston slow to retreat to the other end. Galentine gets the bucket. Make it 6-0 Heritage. And Brobston will check out.
He caught maybe something in the eye.
Yep. Eli Birch will come in to replace him, a 5'10 senior.
No question, Heritage been really aggressive early, Greg.
4 seniors on the roster for this Frankton squad. Frankton last year 17-9, and outstanding work to play like a free safety that time defensively by Heritage.
He covered some quick ground, kind of snuck around, acted like that might be open, but he recovered really well.
Frankton lost in the sectional final to Tipton by a point last year. Galentine's 3 does not go. And Frankton. Timeout given to Frankton, a 30-second timeout, as Coach Brobson is trying to find terra firma for his team here early.
Yeah, I don't think he's real happy with the way they're taking care of the basketball. A little too much dribbling, and Heritage obviously shows us that they're putting pressure on. So you pass through pressure, you don't dribble.
Today's game presented in part by Coca-Cola of Kokomo. Coca-Cola of Kokomo, they are the hydration partner of 26 schools through north central Indiana, including 4 playing in this tournament. That would be Elwood, Eastern, Tri-Central, and North Judson San Pierre. Find out about the good work the folks at Coca-Cola of Kokomo do in the community by logging on to cckokomo.com. It's a Frankton team that over their run, they have not shied away from playing larger competition. Of course, for a number of years, we had a Madison County tournament. That's not the case currently.
Well, one of those victories kind of sticks out as Fort Wayne Northrop 4A, and Heritage was able to get them, and they're 7-3. That's a big win for Heritage.
Heritage really amping up the defensive pressure. 3 does not get the home roll. Stansberry is a north of 40% three-point shooter. Couldn't get that to go. Best offense so far for Heritage has been going and getting it. Little space opens up. That 3 does not go. Torian Brown, one of 3 double-digit per game scores, and for Frankton, almost reluctantly shooting was Noah Melvin. I realize I'm pretty open here. I'll take it.
Melvin goes, wait a minute, nobody here.
Melvin averaging 3.5 points a game. Melvin, a 6'3 senior. Galentine's 3 does not go.
Good check out by the Eagles that time.
And Bennett, the rebound. Bennett, 9.5 boards a game. 3 in the corner does not go, but again, Melvin tracks it down. Good extra pass. Stansberry lines it up. Pretty looking shot there.
Yeah, good ball rotation by Frankton that time. The extra pass, right back in it now, 6-5.
And a turnover. First one of those for Heritage. Extra pass. Again, just got bailed out that time because Bennett was stuck underneath the backboard.
Yeah, he kind of got in no man's land that time, and for his sake, a foul was called. Here's the pass. The pass put him in that position because he really wasn't anywhere where he could do much with it, but like you said, the foul kind of bailed him out.
Bennett a miss. Free throw shooting has not been a strength of Frankton so far this year.
Yeah, they've struggled for sure.
62% from the line.
And sometimes you see that, especially early in the season, where it takes time to get that rhythm going from the free throw line.
Good hustle.
But to that point, it can lose you some games early too.
Frankton will maintain possession. Last touched by Heritage. Frankton, this is the largest school they have played so far this year.
It's a really good game for them. This is a game for both ball clubs.
Mississinawa also the 3A level on their schedule. First 6 points belong to Heritage. Last 5 to Frankton. Jackson Fees being there now defensively for the Patriots. On the turn, off the window, no. And the rebound corralled by Heritage and Miles Harris.
Yeah, not a lot of second shots right now for Frankton. Heritage doing a relatively good job on the defensive glass.
Well, Heritage is getting the looks they want. They're just not making them.
Well, neither team is shooting the lights out right now.
And what Frankton has done is stop giving up second chance looks.
Right.
Physical in both directions.
Bad
And
pass.
a steal. And this will be a bucket. Again, it's not been complicated for Heritage. If they've got looks to the rim, they've made them.
No doubt. And here's a message, Heritage has made multiple steals by over-dribbling by Frankton. You got to dribble and move or pass.
Lead at 3. Heritage averaging 59 points a game, allowing 49.
And that may all be offensive. I think that's a good call.
Fourth Frankton turnover.
Here's why I think that's a good call. Let's take a look at it, Greg. See, he's using that left arm to get a little advantage, and I think that's a solid call. You can't do that. You can be physical, but you can't use your arms to get separation advantage, and I think that's what the official called, and I think he's right.
Been a lot of post touches in the offense for Heritage. Again, they've been just shots in the rim on putbacks or steals. Try to remedy that now. And Feesby travels.
Too many spins.
Second Heritage giveaway.
Tough to keep those feet planted when you spin about 3 times.
Heritage has 18. 11.5 turnovers a game. Final minute, backdoor cut, give it to him.
Really good backdoor cut.
That's Bennett, their leading scorer.
Yep.
His first points of the game. Averages 17 to contest and just shy of 10 rebounds. Here's our featured player.
Frankton says, listen, we're not going to come all the way out. We've seen that in the last game.
It's been a limited foul quarter so far, just one on each side. Fouls to give for Frankton if they so choose. But a legal screen called against Heritage. That goes against Castle. So Castle picks up his first foul. And it's going to be a hold. Put Feesby in the book for a foul as well. Time is on your screen. Difference with the defense, but Feesby gets the takeaway. And then again, that's not what Frankton had intended. But that turns into a really good foul by Melvin.
Yeah.
Allow your defense to get back down the floor.
And again, every time Frankton seems to over-dribble a little bit, breaking the press, multiple times now, Greg, it has cost them. They have got to spread and pass through that press.
Need to go quickly. Shot on time, just short of the target. A physical opening quarter sees Heritage with a 1-point lead. 8-7 after 8 minutes of play as you're watching the Pizza Hut Central Indiana Classic. Doing so on the ISC Sports Network.
Hey, it's Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And each and every week in podcast form, video form from the ISC Sports Network, we do Query and Schultz, brought to you by Bailey & Wood, the fine folks south side of Indianapolis, but serving all of Central Indiana for the best mortgage rates.
And, of course, we record right here at Chilly Water Brewing Tap Room and our friends at Hoagies and Hops, 42nd and Boulevard, right here in Indianapolis. We're talking Colts, we're talking Pacers, we're talking Hoosiers, we're talking Boilers, and we're hanging with you.
We talk the tall and the short of it, right, is what we do.
Whatever, man. Every Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
I want to thank our ISC Sports Network crew, which tonight is Jordan Shue and Vince Morales. We literally have the A-team with us, even if those guys no longer drive the A-team van. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier. Thanks to our friends at Coca-Cola of Kokomo making this broadcast possible here on the ISC Sports Network.
Well, pretty much what we thought, I think, in quarter one. Very physical. Everything's contested, Greg.
Left alone, firing the three. That's Birch, does not go. And right now the difference has been Heritage on the glass.
Yeah, Frankton has just not found the range at all from outside. I'd consider maybe a little more downhill towards the rim until you get things moving from outside.
And the team has been, frankly, in a big hurry in terms of their half-court set. Both teams average in the 50s on a per-game basis.
Well, I think certainly something to be said for your third game in about 48 hours or whatever that is. So while I still think they're young and somewhat fresh, the legs certainly have had some wear on them.
Galentine travel. We've got an interesting mix here on this Heritage squad. Castle and Brown are both seniors. Galentine and Bowers, both sophomores.
Yeah. Yeah, quite honestly, there's a lot of youth on both these ball clubs. Not a lot of seniors.
Yeah. Frankton has established their program at the 2A level. Heritage trying to do that at the 3A realm. Good job to handle that slip that time.
Frankton's trying to go to high ball screens and just not getting much movement towards the rim again.
Sixth turnover committed by Frankton. Oak Hill is a really good basketball team.
Yes, they are.
That's who Frankton was beaten by a couple of weeks ago in one of their two losses. As Heritage gives it away. But I would imagine, Jan, Heritage is as physical of a team as Frankton has seen all year.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And it's affected Frankton, and they've just got to mentally and physically adjust accordingly. That's what happens when you play a little more physical team than you.
Heritage is going to take a timeout, and we will take it with them. Both teams scoreless here in quarter number 2, and both teams not a lot of points in quarter number 1. Patriots lead it by a point on the ISC Sports Network.
Hey, it's Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And each and every week in podcast form, video form from the ISC Sports Network, we do Query and Schultz, brought to you by Bailey and Wood, the fine folks south side of Indianapolis, but serving all of central Indiana for the best mortgage rates.
And, of course, we record right here at Chilly Water Brewing Tap Room and our friends at Hoagies and Hops, 42nd and Boulevard, right here in Indianapolis. We're talking Colts, we're talking Pacers, we're talking Hoosiers, we're talking Boilers, and we're hanging with you.
We talk the tall and the short of it, right, is what we do.
Whatever, man. Every Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Back at Frankton High School, Greg Regstraw, Jan Bozier with you. Frankton, Alexandria, and Elwood were the host sides for this event yesterday. All games today played in Frankton. Games are played in the auxiliary gym down the hall. This is game 5 of the day in this great facility, the Eagles Nest. Our second of 3 broadcast for you on the ISC Sports Network, all made possible by our friends at Coca-Cola of Kokomo. Turn by Bowers. Good take, just didn't go.
Yeah, solid half hook.
Again,
really good shot.
He's just a sophomore. He's going to be a really good player.
He took it with authority, too, just didn't get it to fall. Well, let's see if Frankton could get some movement and get a nice look here. They've really kind of just not got into a flow. That'll help.
Nice turn. Blake Nickham. Well, the wealth has been shared by, frankly, both of these teams, as no player in the game has made more than a field goal. Both teams have 4 different players that have scored. Heritage pulls, misses. Well, second look, that does not go down. Rim playing some great defense right now.
Well, I think you said earlier that Frankton really wasn't challenged a lot in their first 2 open games of the pool. But they need a good challenge, and right now they're getting it.
Heritage came into the weekend a 32% three-point shooting team, making an average of 5. They are 0 for the game so far. Stansbury for Frankton has the only made 3, and Birch, still a factual statement. Sorry about that, Eli. Hoping you might change that statement as you let it go.
Sometimes it's just not going to go your way shooting the ball, so you got to make it up on the defensive side and then really scratch and claw to go downhill to get something offensively.
Next time down the floor, Torian Brown gets to go. Torian came into the weekend a 32% three-point shooter. Basket cut by Barobston, yes.
Yeah, really good job by Barobston. Moving without the ball pays dividends, I'm here to tell you.
All 5 scores now in the scorer's book for Frankton. Tied at 11 apiece. And frankly, they've allowed the guys to be physical, and given, I think both teams are okay with that. Over against Heritage is their 5th. As a team, Heritage, 11.5 turnovers a game. Heritage has followed Frankton wherever they are in the gym.
Oh, missed him. Had him for a second.
Couldn't get it to Bennett. You're right.
Had the roll there for a second. Didn't see him.
Sneaking by the defense as Heritage score it. That's Lucas Taylor.
Good under control shot by Heritage, Greg.
So Taylor becomes the first player to have multiple buckets in tonight's game. He averages 7 points and 5 rebounds a game. Lucas, a junior. On the drive, Nickham lay it up and in. Second time that Nickham has had an easy look at the bucket.
Wow, that's one of the few times Heritage didn't communicate.
Deep 3, no. And there have been some missed threes. There haven't been many bad shots. That might have been one of them. Brobston fires, no. Brown gets it right back. Brown dishes, and that miss. Brobston again. He'll fill out eventually. He's just a freshman at 6'8", but I would have snagged that one.
Well, Greg, we just have not lit the nets up yet.
You know, and you'd like to say something about rust, but Jan, it's their 3rd game in 2 days.
No doubt.
And this is Frankton's gym. There's that too. Part of that is simply the caliber of defense against them.
That's why this is such a good thing for these ball clubs. It's one thing to play on a Saturday night, your only game. It's another to play 2 on Friday, then play on Saturday.
Everybody on equal footing. Everybody played 2 yesterday. There were some schools that played kind of twice in a 5-hour span. How you drew it up. Nice turn. Just left it short. That was a good move by Stansberry. Just didn't finish. Our last game was not a blowout, but frankly, it was also a 10-point game the entire way. This has been the exact opposite.
Well, this is sectional play. This is semi-state play. Great education for that.
Kingston Galentine, again, 16 points and 5 rebounds a game.
Well, Heritage continues now to just be at the rim scoring, Greg. Frankton's got to tighten that up. Really good test for both these ball clubs.
Talked about the gauntlet that is Frankton section. Nickham for 3, no. Scored by Lante Castle. See if Heritage is going to hold for 1. Looks like they might.
I would with the lead. You could double with points here, or at a minimum, just have a 2-point lead. Either one's pretty good.
You know, oftentimes, Jan, you and I do games with hair. There's a shot clock in the building. Not tonight.
Yeah.
We're not turning it on either. Plenty of fouls to give if you're Frankton. Nickham shoots the gap. Poked away. And then a scrap going back and forth. Touched last by Frankton. Love the sportsmanship by Nickham to help up Brown. But again, frankly, Nickham probably held Brown going for the loose ball.
Quick hands, a little contact. I like what we got here.
But they let him play.
I completely
in both
agree
directions.
That. I don't think there was anything egregious there at all.
No,
it was
agreed.
both hustle plays, and the officials, and that's a great call with hustle play.
And that's going to be a foul now. Will it be on the way up? Will it be floor or shot? Let's see. Foul on Nickham, and they're going to give him 2 shots. And that is the first foul of the quarter, called with 1.3 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Yeah, and that's a foul for Frankton you don't want to have either. With 1.3, you don't want to stop the clock and allow your opponent to get a couple freebies. Missed that one.
Brown, a 70% free throw shooter heading into the week. And makes the second. Nickham from 60. A little high. 3-point lead. That's been a lot in this one. Heritage 16 and Frankton 13. Stay tuned. Halftime coverage comes your way next as you're watching the Pizza Hut Central Indiana Classic. You're doing so on the ISC Sports Network.
Brewer jams it home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122.60 for Penn.
What a swim! 6 of them.
The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
Hey, it's Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And each and every week in podcast form, video form from the ISC Sports Network, we do Query and Schultz, brought to you by Bailey and Wood, the fine folks south side of Indianapolis, but serving all of central Indiana for the best mortgage rates.
And, of course, we record right here at Chilly Water Brewing Tap Room and our friends at Hoagies and Hops, 42nd and Boulevard, right here in Indianapolis. We're talking Colts, we're talking Pacers, we're talking Hoosiers, we're talking Boilers, we're hanging with you.
We talk the tall and the short of it, right, is what we do.
Whatever, man. Every Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
The logo for the Central Indiana Conference, which was well represented in this event. 4 of the 8 member schools in the league played in this tournament. One of them is on your screen in Frankton, trailing Heritage by a score of 16-13. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier. It was physical. It was competitive. It was hard fought. It was well played. Your thoughts on half number 1?
Well, I think you said just about everything there was to be said for that first half. The bigs went at it, not a lot of separation. Obviously, neither team shot very well from outside, but let's give both defenses a little credit for that. A lot of pressure on both teams defensively.
And I would say this, Jan, you kind of alluded to it, and maybe didn't say it in as many words. This was played like a postseason game.
Yeah.
This was played like a physical, half-court, every possession mattered type of game.
And that's what you want right now, especially now that we've started the new year. This will, for the most part, end, the holiday tournament type stuff. And that's why you have these. That's why you want to be in one of these. And hats off to all the guys who put this on. It gives a lot of teams an opportunity to have this tournament type experience.
What changes, if any, do we see from these two teams in half number 2?
I think you got to be a little smarter with the ball. First half, you kind of let it go, but I don't think you can shoot yourself out of a ball game either. If it's there, that's fine in the offense. But at how physical it is and not much separation as we get down the stretch in the second half, Greg, you get only so many possessions, and so you got to really be smart about it.
We'll show you first half highlights. We might show you every bucket from half number 1. There weren't that many. 16-13, Heritage leads Frankton as you're watching the 2026 Pizza Hut Central Indiana Classic, presented in part by Coca-Cola Bottling of Kokomo. We're back after this on ISC.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Hey, it's Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And each and every week in podcast form, video form from the ISC Sports Network, we do Query and Schultz, brought to you by Bailey and Wood, the fine folks south side of Indianapolis, but serving all of central Indiana for the best mortgage rates.
And, of course, we record right here at Chilly Water Brewing Tap Room and our friends at Hoagies and Hops, 42nd and Boulevard, right here in Indianapolis. We're talking Colts, we're talking Pacers, we're talking Hoosiers, we're talking Boilers, we're hanging with you.
We talk the tall and the short of it, right, is what we do.
Whatever, man. Every Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Let's show you our first half highlights. As we do that, we'll talk about scoring in the first half as well. For Heritage, 4 each for Torian Brown, Lucas Taylor, Kingston Galentine, 2 for Nolan Bowers, and Lante Castle. For Frankton, 4 for Blake Nickham, 3 for Ethan Stansberry, 2 each for Noah Melvin, Trey Bennett, and Ashton Robson. Each team had a 3-point field goal. Heritage had 1 free throw made. There were hardly any fouls called, and there were no bench points scored in tonight's game. Again, this was a grinder of a first half.
Yeah, nothing's going to come easy, and so you got to play with that mentality as you work on the half court. Not a lot of transition buckets either. Both teams really kind of stymied all that. It is, to your point, just everything for the most part down at the rim or missed outside shots. So when you go in the middle, you've got to know you've got to go up hard, Greg, because it is going to be physical, may even get a little more physical
Frankton allows 40 points a game. Heritage, again, they played a little higher level of competition as Heritage being in the Fort Wayne area. Have allowed 49 a game, so maybe to some degree we should have saw this coming, or maybe, just maybe, offenses might kick in a little bit more in half number 2.
Yeah, I think so. I think the part of the speech for both the coaches will be, listen, you can shoot. Ain't enough, you can shoot wherever you're open, but hey, make sure you're open, make sure your feet are planted, and take a good shot. You take a good shot, that's good. But don't force something. Don't take something that's not there.
By my count, if I'm close to accurate, I think there were 4 total fouls called in the first half. From a turnover standpoint, there were 12 of those, 7 for Frankton and 5 in total for Heritage. Again, this is our second game of 3. Our first game saw DeMont Christian beat Elwood 56-39. Game number 3 is at 8 o'clock, the finale of an amazing 3 days of basketball here in this area. Randolph Southern will take on Blackford. Quick thoughts on that game, Jan?
Well, I think that's going to be another good game. Both teams have, put some wins together, and I think it's going to be much like this one, where it'll be physical, and I think it's going to be a very competitive game. Both teams are off to a pretty good start here to start the basketball season.
Okay, that is our 8 o'clock game. Still have a half of this game yet to play. Heritage 16 and Frankton 13. Take a quick timeout, come back with third quarter action from the Eagles Nest. You are watching the Pizza Hut Central Indiana Classic, presented by Coca-Cola of Kokomo. You're doing so on the ISC Sports Network.
And little volley, oh my goodness. What a touch for the goal. Jumped over by Lawrence North, and they'll score on it. Oh my goodness. Give it to him. Rolls through the lane, and he ducks him. Oh my goodness.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Again, many thanks to Vince Morales and Jordan Shue, our crew behind the scenes here at Frankton today. Our first day of work from an ISC standpoint in 2026. I think we'll produce somewhere around like 1 million games or something like that during the course of the year.
Million down, million to go.
Million served, just like old school McDonald's back in the day. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier with you. I think we'll see here early in quarter number 3, Jan.
My interest will be, let's start on the Frankton side. Listen, dribbling was not kind to them, really forced turnovers early. I think part of the other discussion for them is, guys, breaking the press is passing, not dribbling. So I think let's see how they handle that, because I think Heritage is going to come right back with this pressure.
Castle and Brown bring the ball in the front court. Both teams put their 5 starters back on the floor. That's where all the points have come from in this low-scoring game so far.
You got to have some of those. Can you win the low-scoring, hard-fought games?
Good strength by Bowers. Not sure if he knew that double team was coming or not.
That's not a good shot.
Had to shoot over the 6'7" star player for Frankton and Bennett. However, Frankton could not hold on to the loose ball.
Yeah, just really should have passed that one back out. He just kind of turned around and flipped it. Really didn't even have a good look at it at all. Heritage really likes to run their half-court set, don't they? Kind of really take their time, make the defense work. Old school for sure.
Brown, left hand, no, but got fouled. Noah Melvin commits the foul. His second foul, and Brown to the line to shoot 2.
Heritage a little bit better from the line than Frankton is, so not a great deal, but in a game like this.
Brown connects.
Free throws. Jordan, it's all about free throws.
And normally Jordan's in the truck, where you can't see his reaction when you say that.
Yeah.
Tonight he's on camera sitting right next to you.
He has a tendency to challenge me on my keys to the game now and then.
But nobody ever gets to hear him. 18-13.
You can put free throws down for every game. I'm just saying.
You and I had a friend that used to say there's only about 8 different keys you could actually use in those pregame graphics.
There you go.
And shot does not go, but a reach-in foul.
Now, what I like to see out of that sometimes, Greg, you don't always have to make a move the first time. If you're doubled up down on the block, kick it back out. That's where a good shot, or let him bring it right back to you. See if you can get a mismatch or a defensive mix-up and get a really good shot out of that.
Bennett a miss from the line. Bennett a 70% shooter from the field, but misses both free throws. Frankton still yet to have made from the line. Those were their first 2 tries, but Heritage gives it away. And then Frankton gives it right back.
Not a good pass. Both teams close quickly, Greg.
Galentine's floater, yes.
There you go. Both teams are lengthy and close quickly. You make a bad pass, they make you pay.
All of a sudden, Jan, it's a 3-score game.
Yes, it is.
And in a game that has been such low scoring, that is obviously the largest lead of the game for either side. Heritage scored the first 6 points. Frankton quickly reeled him back in with a couple of buckets in the first quarter. It's been a 1-score game ever since.
What I like from Heritage on defense, they always are moving down in the stance. See, look, they're moving with their feet all the time.
Melvin fires a 3 and
oh my word,
nearly banked it in. Took Frankton a while to score in the first quarter, and they're in danger of something similar here in quarter number 3. Castle will shoot 2.
They just have the perfect formula right now with the lead. Good shot, go to the free throw line, dead ball. Boy, if Frankton's not careful here, they're going to really get this thing in double figures.
Free throw is good. Heritage in the same sectional as Marion, New Haven, Norwell, Belmont, and Mississinawa. You had a chance to see New Haven earlier this week.
We did. New Haven's a pretty good ball club.
Well, they took South Bend Riley to the wire.
They did. Up at Kokomo, I thought New Haven played very well.
Ended up finishing as the runner-up in the Phil Cox tournament. And Riley is a 4A top 10 team.
And I don't think a lot of people thought they would get there to do that either.
New Haven at 8-2. All of a sudden, a 9-point lead and a 6-0 spurt for a second consecutive half to start for Heritage.
See how quickly Heritage closed on both. That's a great example. You had a close up top, then you had another close down below. For me right now, defensively, that's the difference. Their ability to really close during passes and not allow anything to happen.
Nickham, tough shot. And we're going to stop right here to make sure that help travel. I thought he did too.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go back and make sure that Nickham is all right. But I thought Galentine took an extra step trying to get rid of the basketball.
I completely agree. I think it's a good call.
Nickham will come out.
Heritage just continues to make the shot for Frankton. They have to alter it. They have to physical it. It's just not really easy at all. See, again, a hand on the shot.
Bromstead, though, right place, right time. Ashton gets his second bucket. And just a freshman. And enrollment-wise, these two schools are not that different. Teams they play, Heritage sees a few more 3A schools, and maybe you're seeing the difference in that in this game. Put back, no. Second chance, no. But foul is called. And Lucas Taylor will shoot 2.
At that time, Frankton missed a checkout. Kind of did a good job on defense, altered the shot, but weren't able to get the checkout, and that gave Heritage another look at it.
Rattles home. Heritage High School located in Allen County. Yes, that is where Fort Wayne is.
Yep.
There's no Wabash College trivia tonight, Jan. So how about some Allen County
Yeah, I
trivia
hate it,
for you?
especially when I spent all day studying. Don't tell me that. I was ready.
I'm actually going to give you the answers. There's no. It's more of a factoid.
I thought I was mentally prepared.
Allen County is the largest county in the state of Indiana by square mile.
Yes.
Going to be a foul. That'll go against Nolan Bowers. It'll be his second. Just one field goal for Frankton so far here in the half.
Allen County wanted to be the state capital. They were mad when it didn't stay up there.
You got to remember, I'm from the home county of the original state capital.
You are.
I feel their pain 200 years later. Robston, good reverse layup.
That's solid. You know Frankton can do that, and you want to see a lot more of that because he's either going to get that and a foul. I think now Frankton's going to get back in this if they can really kind of duplicate that shot right there, Greg.
9.5 points a game for Brobson. Second leading scorer on the team. Right idea, but again, Brobson covers so much ground.
He does, and he's made 2 really good plays, one on defense, one on offense.
I saw the same thing that Castle did. It's just Brobson's wingspan's about 6'10".
It is out there.
And
that one's going to go the other direction, I'm guessing.
No, they're going to call the foul against Heritage.
Okay.
Castle.
It kind of felt like at first he was looking at Frankton's way, but then he said, nope. Take a look. I think it looks worse than it is. But
Coach Subine's being told it's because Castle leaned into the screen that he created the contact.
You can see why, depending on which team you're rooting for, you're not going to like the call, or you are.
Birch with the ball in his hands. He's in for Nickamu. Gonna roll an ankle. Birch changed his mind in midair. That was tipped. Just great hustle to go get it.
They got their hand on it and a hustle play. You're right.
That's Taylor.
They continue to do that. For me, it's the difference in this game.
Galentine missed, but last touch by Bennett. 10th Frankton turnover.
A stat it's not a stat, but just deflections or touches, those types of things, Greg. Heritage has a ton of those. Enough to just disrupt Frankton.
Nickham will check back in. Melvin will take a seat. It's always impressive when you can get 3 wins in 2 days to win a trophy.
Yep.
But even more so when potentially that third win is against the team that's hosting the tournament. On the runner, it's Torian Brown. He's got 8.
He does have 8, and nobody helped backside at all. That was costly.
That is one of the rare, easy buckets that either side has had today. Tough pass. Better finish.
There you go. Really good intro pass into the big guy. Take a look. Boy, he threaded the needle on that, didn't he?
Stansberry the assist. Miles Harris returns for Heritage.
It's kind of where Frankton kind of has to go. I mean, they just have had so few clean looks from outside, and when they haven't hit a high percentage, you kind of think down the stretch here, Greg, they're going to have to really, really go towards the rim.
Bennett with 5. It's back to a 6-point game. 1-3-1 here by Frankton. And again, they've got the length to play this defense and play it very well. And immediately, turnover. Sansbury going to slice the lead in half. Good look that would not go.
Should be Frankton.
Stay here. It was 6'5", 6'7", and 6'8" on the floor. That 1-3-1 can be a bear to play against. And frankly, Heritage has not shot the ball well from outside the arc tonight. Basket cut.
Great pass.
Nickum.
What happens when you cut? We've been talking about that in both games. When you're moving and cut hard, good things happen. Frankton definitely need that 2-possession lead now, Greg.
Back to a 4-point game. It was 3 at halftime. Here comes the trip.
Oh!
Galentine is fouled. 4th foul against Frankton. So foul on Nickum will be his 3rd. Frankton goes man out of the inbounds play. Brown, good recognition, immediately went to the basket, knowing it wasn't zone.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, we talked about not getting backside help, and that time Nickum was the difference because he did get backside help and really deflected that shot. Really good defense that time by Frankton.
Heritage team opened up their season with 4 consecutive wins, all by 17 or more. Frankton really hadn't played much of a close game all year until the 2 yesterday. Beating Tri-Central by 6, beating Winchester by 3.
It's kind of Heritage tempo. This is a very, I think, comfortable tempo for them, Greg.
They are doing just enough to break that 5-second count as Castle. Neither team has gone deep into their bench. Nice find, Galentine.
And that's what happens. You can kind of just hypnotize the defense, and that's what happens when you have to play a lot of defense sometimes. That'll happen.
Brown and Galentine now with 8 apiece. Nickum, tough take. Not a bad shot, just didn't fall. Heritage will hold for a last look. Will have the ball to start the 4th quarter. Clock is on your screen. Deep 3, no.
Wow.
And Nickum, Birch, no. 28-22. Heritage takes a 6-point lead to our 4th stanza as you're watching Pizza Central Indiana Classic, presented by Coca-Cola bottling of Kokomo. You're doing so on ISC.
Brewer jams it home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half. Throw it up for Tillman. Whoa, my goodness.
122-6-0 for Penn. What a swim. 6 of them.
The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
Again, thanks to our friends at Coca-Cola of Kokomo. Able to make this tournament a possibility today from here at Frankton High School. Coca-Cola of Kokomo. They are the hydration partner of 26 schools throughout North Central Indiana, including 4 played in this tournament. The Elwood, Eastern, Tri-Central, and North Judson San Pierre. Find out more information at cckokomo.com.
Greg, it was 1, then it was 3, now it's 6-point lead. Final quarter.
Bennett got a good look, and second time's the charm. And there has been far too little of that for Frankton. Bennett was 7. He's the most any Frankton player has scored.
1-3-1, you talked about it. Here's where you want to trap, right here. So what you got to do is reverse it, because that works these wings to death when they got to go up and down very quickly.
Get it to the right spot, did Heritage. Shot blocked twice.
Really good block.
Robson draws the trap.
He's in no man's land. Take a timeout.
This is why Brent said, I'll take a 30-second timeout right here. Both timeouts taken by Frankton have been of the 30-second variety so far. Any future timeouts for the Eagles will be the full-length timeout.
I like the 1-3-1 half-court trap. Frankton understands they've got to get something out of their defense to offense. You don't typically stay in it for long periods of time because it's a very wearing defense, if you will, especially on the wing people. But you throw it in now and then to see if the other team kind of adjusts, and a lot of times they don't. You'll get a quick steal out of it.
Mention the fact that holiday tournaments wrap up pretty much as of tonight. However, some places still have county tournaments. You and I get to see the Marion County tournament on a regular basis. Heritage's league is a league that has a conference tournament. So they will start that a week from Tuesday.
You don't see a lot of conference tournaments anymore.
Tends to be more like a Northern Indiana thing.
Okay.
Porter County has a similar deal. But you're right, there's not many of them.
Bounce pass.
Little zone look here by, nope, it's man, just the way the set shaped up for Frankton.
Ball fake one way, bounce pass back into the big guy.
Nickham gets downhill and got waylaid on his way up. Will they give him a shot or not? Let's see. It'll be Taylor that commits the foul. They will say on the way up. So Nickham to the free throw line.
Certainly will help Frankton's cause, Greg, if they can find their way to the free throw line a little bit more. They've not been there a lot tonight.
You're looking at free throws 4 and 5 of the evening.
Yep.
Nickham, a 6'5" senior. 7 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Makes them both.
There you go. One possession game.
As close as this has been since the opening minutes of the half.
Gonna be a dogfight. Next 6:36, gonna be a dogfight.
Trap, jump ball.
Arrow
keeps it here.
And you got out of your defense exactly what you want. You want them to hold the ball on the wing right there, because that's where the trap's at.
And you got 6'5" and 6'8", closing in on that trap.
Yeah, and the fact you got the real length at the top makes that pass hard.
Galentine able to get it back. And a foul given by Birch. But as soon as Frankton went to that trap, you and I both said, uh-oh. You just kind of saw they've got the right pieces to play that defense.
Yeah, because if you can have a lengthy guy that can move, and they do up the top, you really kind of make those passing lanes a little difficult. And they're quick enough to get those traps on the wings.
Now, I can tell you, Jan, the best school to ever play that 1-3-1 defense in high school. Greg Oden and Mike Conley at Lawrence North. Pretty good in front of that defense.
You think?
Castle makes 1 of 2. Mike Conley still playing in the NBA. It's a little one-score game.
I wonder what his Christmas tree looked like.
whatever he wants it to look like. It's not been a night about three-point shooting. Can Stansbury change that? No. Bennett kept it alive, and Birch able to track it down. It's turned down what would have been a tying shot. Birch in there for Melvin. Birch averages 3 points a game. He is a 5'10 senior.
Frankton's just really never been able to string something together to get this lead, Greg. They've stayed right within this 1 to 6 point, now to 3 points.
Doesn't have to be a three if you're Frankton. Robson, he get it the old-fashioned way.
There you go.
Robson with 8, a chance to make it 9, and a chance to tie the game.
Well, he's had
7 to play.
Greg, he's had a pretty good second half. I'd like to see him continue to press down low. I mean, he's got serious height and length, and he's made some really good basket moves here in this second half.
Missed the free throw.
Like to see more of that going down the stretch here. 1 point lead now.
And a timeout taken. A full timeout taken by Heritage. We will take it with them. What was a 9-point lead is down to 1. 29-28, 5:02 to play. You're watching the Pizza Central Indiana Classic on ISC.
Hey, it's Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And each and every week in podcast form, video form from the ISC Sports Network, we do Query and Schultz, brought to you by Bailey and Wood, the fine folks south side of Indianapolis, but serving all of Central Indiana for the best mortgage rates.
And, of course, we record right here at Chilly Water Brewing Tap Room and our friends at Hoagies and Hops, 42nd and Boulevard, right here in Indianapolis. We're talking Colts, we're talking Pacers, we're talking Hoosiers, we're talking Boilers, we're hanging with you.
We talk the tall and the short of it, right, is what we do.
Whatever, man. Every Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Many thanks to Jordan Shue and Vince Morel-Ezar. Behind the scenes tonight, Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier. Our first time in the Eagles' Nest.
I like it. Hope we come back again.
Thanks to our friends at Coca-Cola of Kokomo.
Been a good game.
Yep.
Really good game. Physical, a little bit slow pace per se, but that's not a bad thing sometimes.
You see the combined records on the screen at 15-3. Brown lost it. Galentine saves it.
Frank is still in that 1-3-1.
That's where you want it.
Yep.
Galentine for 3.
You found the gap. It's just a little bit down. That's a really good look, and that was a huge, huge bucket for Heritage.
Galentine with 11. He is the first player in either direction in double figures tonight. Steal. Galentine. Foot race. Got fouled. Nickham and sit in the student section or stand in the student section, you get knocked over for your troubles. Everybody appears to be all right. Free throws inbound.
But that's anticipation of that pass to the steal.
So it has been a game where hardly any fouls have been called. The ones that have been seem to have been on Nickham. He's got 4. Galentine connects.
Free throws down the stretch. Here we go.
His first free throws of the game. And he is their leading scorer at 16 points a game. He is a sophomore. Galentine came into the weekend at 65% from the line. Makes them both. He's got 13.
Heritage a little token press here just to kind of give you some second thoughts on where you might pass the ball.
Almost looked awkward, but.
Well, you got to think right here, Greg, if you're Frankton, you don't want to come away empty-handed.
Good look that wouldn't go.
And now Heritage can afford to be very, very methodical with this offense.
Well, to your point, you almost put a pin in it and make Frankton come get you.
Yeah, I would.
Make him come out of this 1-3-1.
In a game like this, just let them work themselves to death defensively, because you want to wear out, go run that 1-3-1 for about 2 minutes, and you're exhausted.
Frankton, 2 fouls to give. Bowers, got it.
Boy, that's a dagger. You made him play a little defense, and then you get an easy one. That was great execution that time by Heritage. Took their time, really solid pass. Goes up strong, used the rim kind of as a protector.
30-second timeout taken by Heritage. Again, this 30-second timeout. Well, first of all, there's Batman. But this 30-second timeout is presented by our friends at Coca-Cola. See, Batman shouldn't take off his mask. I should say nice things about Coca-Cola Kokomo, though. cckokomo.com is where you go to find out more information about the great work the folks at Coca-Cola Kokomo have done. Since 1907, they are the hydration partners of 26 area high schools in north central Indiana, including 4 of the schools that played in this tournament: Elwood, Eastern, Tri-Central, and North Judson, San Pierre. One more time, the website, cckokomo.com.
3 minutes, 17 seconds. Frankton's still in this thing, but they got to be very efficient on the offensive side right now and get some stops defensively. Still anybody's game, but you cannot let this thing get any more wider than it already is.
Yeah, in this game, an 8-point lead feels bigger, doesn't it?
It does. Well, it is with as much time as it takes.
And again, this defense by Heritage just slowing Frankton down. Good look that would not go, and
oh my.
That's frankly that's been part of the story too. It's just missing, I wouldn't say open shots,
yeah,
but good looks that haven't fallen.
Ones that they normally obviously hit just have not rolled their way tonight. Now you got to get aggressive defensively.
2-1 here by Frank.
Yeah, and I think you got to really be aggressive. There you go.
Great job by Nick to track back.
Yeah, Press got you exactly what you wanted here. Now you got to cash in.
9th Heritage turnover.
Can't take all day. Need a few more possessions, but you don't want to take a bad shot either.
Robson for 3. Got it.
He's been the money man here in the fourth quarter. I really think that. When they've needed a bucket in the worst way, he has been the guy.
A rare 3 for either side. 5-point game. Freshman's got 11.
2-possession game now. Can Frankton get another stop?
And a foul. Just the third against Frank. So again, that doesn't do you much harm. Just Nickham can't be the guy that gives the foul here for Frankton. Goes against Melvin, his 3rd. Really, it's been a 6-man rotation for Frankton tonight.
Yeah.
This is where having 2 senior guards really pays dividends for Heritage.
Oh my!
Not the best shot by Gavin. He's one of your best players.
Yeah, he may be, but I'm not sure that's the shot they wanted.
Not the time for that shot. Now.
Whoa!
It was partially blocked and eventually knocked out of bounds off a Frankton player. Steal. Nickham.
There you go. There you go. Crowd's coming alive.
Nickham with 10.
Pressure has really, for the first time, kind of hurt Heritage right here.
Last 5 points belong to Frankton. Melvin almost got there. Galentine. He'll take that one. Does not go.
Oh, my.
And immediately, Brent Robston wants a timeout. Player down behind the play. That's the issue. Could not see it from our location. So it wasn't a timeout that was given. He may end up being credited with one. But it was Nickham that needed to be checked. They will bring him out. They'll put Birch in to replace him. So again, not an official timeout.
Let's take a look here.
shoulder.
Yeah, look, a lot of physical play, kind of just maybe twisted his shoulder a little bit.
Well, let's go back to that, Jam, because frankly, Frankton got a heck of a stop playing 4-on-5.
Yeah. Boy, one possession game. Frankton's pressure has produced some shots here and got them back in this thing.
Heritage does have a couple of fouls to give if they so choose.
Really like the way Frankton has scratched and clawed to get back in this thing.
Robston thought about it.
Boy, didn't he, though? He really thought about it.
Castle hustled back to close him out. Robston will do more than think about it.
Oh, my.
Good look that wouldn't fall.
No, that was a good look. He hit one of those already.
Timeout, Heritage. Full timeout. So Heritage will take their final full timeout. Let's do the same, shall we? 45 seconds left to play. Heritage trying to hang on to a 3-point lead here in Frankton as you're watching on the ISC Sports Network.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
One more game to go following this one. This one not done yet. 36-33. Heritage has led most of the way. Low-scoring game since the jump. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier with you here on the ISC Sports Network. Heritage 1 timeout, Frankton 3. Frankton has a foul to give. Heritage has 2. And there's the foul right there.
Yep.
I think, and frankly, neither team has been great shooting free throws tonight.
Comes down to this final 42 seconds. Who will play the smart basketball to win this slugfest?
Bowers. Galentine. And Castle is the guy they wanted to foul. Birch gives the foul. Castle will shoot 2. Castle on the season, a 41% free throw shooter ending the weekend.
What I like about this, you're going to foul. I've never been a fan of a lot of time going off and then waste that time and foul. If you're going to foul.
And clearly, this is the guy they wanted to foul. Now, he's 3 of 4 tonight, but misses that one.
It's the big one here.
A little towel to wipe a little perspiration in front of the scores table. Huge one here. And he makes it.
Don't have to have a 3 here. You got to get something reasonably quick, though.
Heritage has multiple fouls to give. Timeout called by Frankton. Birch and Brown got a little tangled up, but no damage done. And this will be a full timeout for Frankton. We'll keep it right here with less than 30 seconds to play. Frankton has 2 timeouts remaining. Heritage has a 30. And again, because it's a 4-point game, Jen, doesn't have to be a 3.
Nope.
But it has to be points and it has to be quick.
Boy, I'd like to see Brobson going to the rim. He's been effective coming off that high ball screen. He shot a 3, but his length is really hard to defend. I'd really like to see him coming off a screen and get something down towards the rim
11 for Brobston, 8 for Nickham, 7 for Bennett, 3 for Stansberry, 2 for Melvin in tonight's game. For Heritage, 13 for Galentine, 8 for Brown, 6 for Castle, 6 for Taylor, and 4 for Bowers.
You know, Greg, when they go back and look at the film on these types of games, coaches go, if, you know, because it's these close, hard-fought games. You know, you go back and so many things, you go, man, we should do this. Man, we should have did that. And if you win, you go, wow, I'm just glad we won this one.
Yep. This is a game that replicates a postseason game. Duck into Bennett. Great look that wouldn't go.
Oh, you can't draw it up any better than that.
And then Bowers took a hard tumble. Thankfully, he's all right.
Got exactly the shot. How the pass got through there, I'm surprised. But, man, you can't draw it up any better than that.
It's been a rough night for Bennett. Again, he averages 17. He has scored
Look at the pass. I don't think anybody expected that out of bounds. You don't see that very often from way over on the side, a pass that can make it, and it sure did.
Bowers, a 62% shooter on the year.
Oh, man, they cannot close the deal, can they?
These are his first 2 free throws of the night. And just a sophomore. Castle and Brown, the 2 lone seniors that see playing time. Bowers makes the second. This time, bucket is good.
Boy, it's awful quick.
And then foul is given. Castle will shoot 2. Bennett now with 9.
Thought Frankton handled that really well. Got down the court in a hurry, got the quick 2, and then the quick foul. Still plenty of time. Now they need a little help here from the free throw shooter, but they at least have put themselves in the best situation, Greg, they possibly can. They being Frankton. Now, if Heritage, you want to take this home, control your destiny, you hit free throws. It's that simple.
And Castle does exactly that. Five of 7 from the line. Castle averaging 12 points, 7 boards, 4 rebounds a game. Missed it. Again, 4-point game. Heritage has fouls to give. Timeout called by Brent Brobston, a full timeout. And again, you see on your screen, Heritage committed just 2 fouls. In other words, you can draw this out a little bit.
Absolutely.
Force them to inbound the basketball a couple of times.
Frankton has played this last minute or so very, very well. They've given themselves a chance. Still in this thing with 11.4.
Our last game of the night, Blackford and Randolph Southern. Comes your way at 8 o'clock. 18 teams took part in this event.
Should have put another leg in here, another pull, and then have the 2 pulls play each other. We'd do those 2, wouldn't we, Greg?
Well, it's part of the draw of this event to be in the largest tournament. And there's the 16-teamer. There's the Bob Wedding. There have been years where the Indianapolis City tournament has been more than 16 teams. Elwood, North White, Eastern of Greentown, Tri-Township, Smith Academy, DeMott Christian, Frankton, Churubusco, Heritage Tri-Central, North Judson, Winchester, Kip Indy Legacy, Alexandria, Blackford, Clinton Prairie, Randolph Southern, Crothersville.
Heritage could hang on to win this one. This could be a big, big win for them against a really good Frankton team in their gym. We'll see how it ends.
Birch. Melvin. A bobble. Taken away. Fight for the loose ball. And Galentine stripped. It'll be a foul, but with 1.9 seconds left to go, That's it, and that's that. So Galentine will shoot 2. This game is in the past tense now, with being a 4-point game with 1.9 seconds left to go. Connects. Heritage very impressive tonight.
Yeah, their defense throughout this game, we've really kind of highlighted all the pieces. Help side, they just seem to have a touch or a deflection all the time. Alter shots, their defense clearly, in my mind, has won this game, Greg.
41-35, Heritage comes to the Frankton area and wins 3 games over the course of 2 days. Patriots run their record to 9-1. Frankton falls to 7-3. Trophy presentation made to Heritage. Shake hands. We're about 35 minutes away before our finale, featuring Blackford and Randolph Southern. Jan, final thoughts on this one?
Well, clearly the defense. You look down Heritage's defensive side, they've only been out of the 40s a couple times out of the 9 games that they've played. The other 7 or 8 were teams that were held to 40 in the 40s type game, and they clearly have shown they could do that, and they did it against a very, very tough team. It's a big win for Heritage. It really is.
DeMont Christian won our first pool championship. Championship number 2 goes to the Patriots of Heritage. Congratulations. All right, folks, we'll give our crew a brief breather. We'll come back with one more of these at 8 o'clock. When again, Randolph Southern takes on Blackford. We hope you join us there. But for now, for Jan Bozier, Jordan Shue, and Vince Morales, my name is Greg Regstraw. Thanks for joining us for the 2026 Pizza Central Indiana Classic, presented by Coca-Cola of Kokomo. You've been watching on ISC.